some oil. Give him some oil. Otherwise he will get scratched. It will become a wound. Put some oil. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare this the loudest? Hurry, hurry. Now it's better. Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna 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 Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatade Satarine Om Jnana Timirandasya Gyanam Gyanasalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Kadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Parakamala Shri Guru Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagrajata Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadvadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Yutam Sri Visakam Vitam Sra Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhobhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivashri Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this evening, we decided to speak on the glories of Ganga Mata. There are 7 mothers. And Ganga is one of them. There is the wife of the king, the wife of the Brahmana, the wife of the teacher, our own mother, one who took care of us, Mother Earth, and Mother Ganga. This is according to the Shastra. Mother is different. She is taking care of us even while we're still in the womb. We spend most of the time. We spent 9 months with our mother, not leaving her alone. She took care of us. So now, because tomorrow is a very auspicious day. Tomorrow, Thursday, is Dasami Gaura Paksha, Shri Baladev Vidyabhushan disappearance, Ganga Puja, and Srimati Ganga Mata Goswamini's appearance day. So we decided to hear the glories of Ganga Mata for our own purification. Let's see what the Srimad Bhagavatam says. 5th Canto, Chapter 17, Text 2. The descent of the river Ganges. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 So this is the first verse of the 17th chapter, 5th canto. Is not the structure of the verse. It's not like how we chant regularly the meter wise, so I'm gonna try. Shri Sukha Uvacha Tatra Bhagavata Saksha Jagyalingasya Vishnu Vikramato Vama Patangushtanaka Nirbhinor Dandakato Vibharinanta Pravishta Yabhaya Jaladhara Tacharana Pankajaba Ninjarnaruna Kinjako Paranjitakila Jagat Agha Maha Mala Pahapo Pasparshana Mala Saksad Bhagavati Padithi Anupalikshita Vacho Vidhiyan Manati Mahata Kalena Yuga Sahasrapalakshanena Divho Mudhani Avatara Yattad Vishnu Padam Aho. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada Ki. My dear King, Sukadeva Goswami said, my dear King, Lord Vishnu, the enjoyer of all sacrifices, appeared as Vamanadev in the sacrificial arena of Bali Maharaj. Then he extended his left foot to the end of the universe and pierced a hole in its covering with the nail of his big toe. Through the hole, the pure water of the coastal ocean entered this universe as the Ganges River. Having washed the lotus feet of the Lord, which are covered with reddish powder, the water of the Ganges acquired a very beautiful pink color. Every living being can immediately purify his mind of material contamination by touching the transcendental water of the Ganges. Yet its waters remain ever pure. Because the Ganges directly touches the lotus feet of the Lord before descending within this universe, she is known as Vishnu Padi. Later, she received other names like Jhanavi and Bhagirati. After 1,000 millenniums, the water of the Ganges descended on Drupaloka, the topmost planet in this universe. Therefore, all learned sages and scholars proclaim Drupaloka to be Vishnupada, situated on Lord Vishnu's lotus feet. So, purport. In this verse, Sukadeva Goswami describes the glories of the Ganges River. The water of the Ganges is called Patita Pavani, the deliverer of all sinful living beings. It is a proven fact that a person who regularly bathes in the Ganges is purified both externally and internally. Externally, his body becomes immune to all kinds of disease, and internally, he gradually develops a devotional attitude toward the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Throughout India, many thousands of people live on the banks of the Ganges, and by regularly bathing in her waters, they are undoubtedly being purified both spiritually and materially. Many sages, including Sankaracharya, have composed prayers in praise of the Ganges, and the land of India itself has become glorious because such rivers as the Ganges, Yamuna, Godavari, Kaveri, Krishna, and Narmada flow there. Anyone living in the land adjacent to these rivers is naturally advanced in spiritual consciousness. Srila Madhvacharya says, Barahe Bhava Padhang tu Tad Anyeshu tu Dakshinam Padhang Kalpeshu Bhagavan Ujahara Trivikrama. Standing on his right foot and extending his left to the edge of the universe, Lord Brahmana became known as Trivikrama, the incarnation who performed 3 heroic deeds. Yes, this chapter of the Bhagavatam, chapter 17, describes the descent of Ganga to earth. And also here explains in this chapter the happiness of Bhoma Swarga and the service of Sankarsan and Rudra. So, Ganga originated from the spiritual world, far beyond our conception within this material world. Glories of Ganga. Yes, the origin is way up in Vaikuntha, and way up even in way in Goloka Vrindavan. Of course, Ganga in Goloka Vrindavan is called Yamuna. There's no difference, Yamuna and Ganga. But Yamuna is like 100 times more purifying. It's the same thing because Ganga flows in Shida Mayapur. So the Ganga over there is also none other than Yamuna. Because it says Vrindavan and Mayapur, there is no difference. Because it is called Holy Dham. Dham means the abode of the Supreme Lord. It's different than Tirtha. Now, wherever Ganga flows, it is also considered to be Tirtha. Tirtha means a holy place. And you must have seen where Ganga flows, people, they take bath as many times as possible during the day. And they don't use soap to cleanse their body. Have you seen, well, maybe sometimes they will use the soap, but usually when you take bath in a holy river or holy body of water, you don't use soap. Because it's not just you're taking bath to cleanse your body, but you're taking bath for purification of the heart, purification of the mind. So Ganga originally flows in Vaikuntha, and she is called there Mandakini. Goloka Vrindavan is Yamuna and Ganga. It is says that Yamuna and Ganga, they are the liquid form of Radha and Krishna. So merciful. Ganga flows all over the 3 worlds. Descending from the Vaikuntha planets than going to Dhruvaloka, because the rush is so much. There's the story of Vamana, one of the unlimited incarnations of the Supreme Lord. It says that the incarnations of the Supreme Lord is compared to the waves in the ocean. It's unlimited. You cannot count as many waves there are, as many incarnations in different forms, as there are 8,400,000 species of life. These are the incarnations of the Supreme Lord. Sometimes he appears as a horse. Who is the horse incarnation? I agree. Or tortoise, kurma. Or a fish, matsya. Or a swan, hamsa, yes. Or a serpent, Ananta says. So these are all species of life, right? So some of the species of life that the Lord manifests are in different universes. But at least in our universe, there are 10 main incarnations. That's why Jayadev Goswami, where they sing the Gita. He says, Gita Govind song in Jagannath Puri. And the Das Avatar also, they sing. So, Vamana is an incarnation of the Lord, a dwarf incarnation. Yes, no more than 3 feet tall. So when he came in the arena of Bali Maharaj, because Bali Maharaj is performing some yajna. In those days, the way of liberation is performing yajna. First is meditation during Satya Yuga, and in Treta Yuga is yajna. And in Dwapara Yuga, what? Deity worship. And in Kali Yuga, Harinam Sankirtan. So, and as soon as Bali Maharaj had darshan of Vamana, he was amazed by his beauty. He was captivated by the beauty of Lord Vamanadev. When Vamanadev took birth, all the different demigods gave gifts to him. So he was so effulgent. It's like the sun god coming to the sacrifice. And usually the kings will give charity to the brahmanas. And being a brahmana, he was giving a pavitra also. He's having a kamandalu and he's having a danda. He's wearing a tiger skin. Yes. And his hair is matted, even though he's still young. His matted lock hair. So, what can I do for you? I want to offer you some charity. Please, tell me whatever you wish to have. And he says, I only want 3 steps of land. In these 3 steps of land, I'll be happy. Come on, 3 steps of land is like a 5-year-old boy. We're talking about that the other day. 5 years old in Srimad Bhagavatam is a very mystical age. Charka Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj. Yes. And Vamana looks like a 5-year-old boy also. So, what? You only asking for 3 steps of land. It will not cover so much. It's like a 5-year-old boy, maybe like 3 feet. Not even that. Space of land. But Vamanadev says that a greedy person You can offer him anything. Even the entire universe is not enough. I'm okay. 3 steps of land. So tatastu. So be it. And the first step Bhamana took, actually he became gigantic. Became so big. He covers, the first step, he covers half of the universe. Half of the universe. Our universe is the smallest. That's why our Lord Brahma only have 4 heads. In other universes, Lord Brahma has 100 heads, 1,000 heads, 10,000 heads, 100,000 heads. It depends on the area of responsibility, because Brahma is opposed. He says that we were all Lord Brahmas also, one time or another. So, second step, he pierced the covering of the universe with his toe. And in this way, this is where Ganga flowed, came from. That means Ganga is flowing all over in the material world. This is the mercy. This is the blessings, costless mercy of the Lord. And there was a story also of there's king whose sons, or ancestors rather, to purify them, then King Bhagirathi also asked the Ganga to flow. So when the first Ganga comes from the outer covering, it came out from there because the toes of Lord Vamana pierced. Now the third step, there's another third step. Now he already covered the entire universe. Where will be the third step? Should be put. And Bali Maharaj cannot think of anything. The promise that to give 3 steps is not fulfilled. So he doesn't have any other choice, and he accepted his defeat. But eventually, Bali Maharaj asked him to put the third step on his head. So in this way, he became fully surrendered. And before also coming to the Dhruva Loka, Dhruva also in the pole star, that's a very special place. So Ganga keeps flowing all over, all the upper planetary systems. Now it's coming to planet Earth, earthly planet. And Ganga agreed to descend to the planet. And because of her mighty force, it's like, have you seen Ganga in Rishikesh or Haridwar? We were there also. We went to Rishikesh for some Ayurvedic cleansing. Rishikesh is the place of yoga. It's a place of yoga, meditation, New Age, whatever you call it, Ayurveda. And we went to Lakshmanjula. They're still renovating that bridge. I think they want to put like a glass so that you can see Ganga also like that. You've seen a video where, in China, people are like crawling in the bridge because it's so high, and they're so in fear. So Ganga really goes so fast. But even before reaching, because that is like almost reaching the plains, but way up, Lord Shiva. That's why Lord Shiva, with his matted hair again, he saved us. He saved us a few times. Even in that churning of the ocean of milk, he took the poison, because the first thing that came out, there was the truce between the demons and the demigods. So they want to get the nectar that will, if one drinks this, then he will live forever. He will have an immortal life. And no one else can take the force or the might of Ganga except Lord Shiva. So he saved us again. That's why also when he drank that poison, his neck became blue. That's why it's called what? Nilakanta. So yes, that's why in the head of Lord Shiva, you'll see the crescent moon and also Ganga. How pure is Lord Shiva? He doesn't have to take bath every day. He's already like, super clean, purified. With his matted hair, he dispersed the power coming from Ganga. And then from there, he became slowly became gentle. So, yes, the name, one of her names, her because feminine, the river, Bhagirati, daughter of Bhagirata, and connected eternally with Lord Shiva as well. So let's hear from different scriptures, the glories of Ganga, and we just started reading. It says from the 1st to the 9th slokas of this 17th chapter, specifically is for Ganga, glories of Ganga. Making her, she is Vishnu Padubhava, born on the lotus feet of the Lord. Yes, born on the lotus feet of the Lord, even though eternally there, but because of the toes of Lord Vamana, then Ganga appeared. She's always being praised by the devatas and the sages. Her waters purify even the greatest of sinners. That's why people, they want to take bath in Ganga. Especially recently, there was a big festival of humankind, the biggest, Kumbh Mela. Kumbh Mela, this is the most celebrated period. It's like 40 days where people will go from different places all over India and all over the world. They came by train, by bus, by plane, by cars, or by walking. Or others by Ganga herself. Srila Prabhupada says that some of these sadhus who lives in the Himalayas, they have this mystic power. So their mystic power is that they want to attend this Kumbh Mela. This Kumbh Mela, you don't need invitation. You don't need invitation to come. And it's been going on since time immemorial. Kumbh Mela means the confluence. Prayagraj, in Prayagraj, Allahabad, the three body of waters, Ganga, Yamuna, and Sarasvati. They all meet together. Sangam, they all meet together. And Sarasvati, she is also Ganga, but she is unmanifest. You cannot see her. Says that she's coming from underground. So there is a time of the confluence of the celestial bodies, the planets, they align auspiciously. The one that just happened is 144 years, after 144 years. Some, they're like thousands, every thousands. It just happened, there's a cycle. It's like every 6 years, every 12 years, then after 144 years. So they will take bath there knowingly, according to the Shastras, that anyone who takes bath and at the right time, he will attain immortality. He'll attain moksha. So almost 500,000,000 people went there. 400,000, 400 million plus people. They cannot count. Just imagine that it's like a city, like a small city of tents. We've been many times, but somehow we miss it this time. We go there not for liberation, Prabhupada says. We go there to preach. We go there to distribute the holy name, Srila Prabhupada's books, and prasadam. Our prasadam is famous, the most famous in Kumbh Mela. Sadhus, people, everyone, and we're doing it for free. Yes. So they go there also to dump their sins. They take bath in Ganga. That's why some of them, they chose to live by the banks of Ganga, knowingly that as more and more you take bath, as often you take bath, then you get purified more and more. So how is it? How is it that her waters always remains pure? Prabhupada uses example that Ganga and cow dung, according to the Shastra, is always pure. He used that example. It's like the scientists, they took, in Hooghly, in Calcutta, Hooghly, near the railway station. This is very, Ganga flows there. But seemingly Ganga, the water is full of bubbles and some feces, human feces. So what the scientists did is that they took some samples, brought it to the laboratory, and they checked the purity. And they cannot find any germs at all. Actually, it's antiseptic. So usually when there are bubbles in the body water, that is unclean. But Ganga, no. And same with the cow dung. That's why Shastra, whatever Shastra says, is infallible. Infallible. Because Shastra is written by Srila Vyasadeva, who is the literary incarnation of the Supreme Lord, Satyavesha Avatar. So now, devotees also, they take bath in Ganga or holy rivers, Yamuna. Not to get purified. Prabhupada says they take bath and they take the sins of those sinful living beings who dump their sins in Ganga. That's why it's always pure. And wherever the sadhus are, Ganga is also there, because they carry Ganga with them. There is one body of water that the most sacred, the most purified place in the entire universe, and that is Radhakund. Now in Radhakund, this is none different than Srimati Radharani. Radhakund is an offering of the love of Lord Krishna towards Srimati Radharani. And it says that all the holy waters of the entire planet or the entire universe, they all get together there. So we are warned also not to touch, not to take bath there. If we're going to take bath, then it has to be done under the supervision of the spiritual master or those who are advanced spiritually. Because when you touch with your feet Radhakund water, it is the same as touching Radharani's body with our feet. And this is Vaishnava etiquette. We don't touch our feet with anything. Because considered our feet to be dirty. Not the lotus feet of the spiritual master or the pure devotees of the Lord. They are worshipable, but our feet, no. So one must be very careful. So the water of Ganges is always carrying the flavor of tulsi, offered to the lotus feet of the Lord. One who bathes in that water or drinks it is liberated from the cycle of birth and death. The Srimad Bhagavatam, again, the first sloka of the 17th chapter. Let's see what Mahabharata says. Ganga is described as Tripata Gamini, she who travels in three worlds: heaven, Swarga, earth, Bhumi, and the underworld, Patala. So way, way up to the lowest planetary system, Ganga flows. How merciful she is. We don't want to go to the Patala Loka. We don't want to go to the hellish planets. But Ganga goes wherever there are living entities that needs to be liberated. How merciful she is. Yes. Bhishma, the son of Ganga, glorifies her as the most powerful purifier, able to remove even the gravest of karmic reactions. So yes, we have karma that needs to be burnt. The karma that we are experiencing at this moment is the result of our previous activities. Karma means it could be either a punishment or a reward. But good karma is also bad karma. Good karma means feeding the poor, giving shelter to the homeless, building hospitals, or digging wells for the pilgrims to have water. These are all pious activities. But the result is that one will come back again to receive the reaction. So better not to have any more karma. And for those of us, Ganga is very far. But sometimes devotees, they always have a bottle of Ganga with them, right? Or Ganga, or Yamuna, a bottle of Yamuna, or a bottle of Radhakund. It says that when you take bath early in the morning, let's say taking a shower, devotees do, right? Others, they don't take bath. You can say Ganga, Ganga, Ganga. And it is similar that you are like taking bath in Ganga. If you can remember Ganga during the whole day, you get purification. So how many of us thinks of Ganga in the whole day? Raise your hand. No, of course not. We see, this is to remind us. This is the reason why I chose this, to remind us how Ganga is so merciful. Just by uttering her name, it is as if as we have taken bath in Ganga. So, yeah, one day also, Mother Yasoda, Nanda Baba, they decided to go to Ganga because they've heard from the sadhus that if you take birth in Ganga, you'll get purified. Yes, they're ready in Vrindavan and they still want to be purified. What about us? So, Lord Krishna says, he heard about this. So what Lord Krishna did is that he created Ganga. He asked Ganga to come to Vrindavan so they don't have to travel that far. It's quite far. And in those days, there are no trains, there are no buses, there's no car. The way of transportation is bullock carts. Bullock carts. So, when Lord Krishna asked, where are you going? Well, it looks like you're preparing to travel here. I says, yes, we're going to pilgrim, we're going to go to Ganga. He says, why? Because we've heard that if you go there, you'll get purified and you'll attain moksha. But then Lord Krishna says, you don't have to go to Ganga. Ganga is here. That's why if you go to Govardhan, there's a place called Manasa Ganga. Manasa Ganga. Through the mind, Manasa Ganga, through the mind of Lord Krishna, Ganga appeared. He says, we don't believe you. We are going. You cannot stop us. Yes, yes. Mai Baba, Ganga is here. To prove to you, I will call personified Ganga. They cannot believe him. And what is the carrier of Ganga? Who is the carrier of Ganga? Crocodile. Makara. Yes, crocodile. So Lord Krishna called Ganga and she came along with her carrier, the crocodile. So in this way, if you go to Manasa Ganga, how many of you have been to Govardhan, Parikrama? You've seen the place of, in the middle of body of water, you can still see Govardhan, like in the middle. That place also, there's the Bhajan Kutir of Srila Sanatana Goswami. In that place, that's the only place where there is no mosquitoes. Not single mosquito. Because he was meditating and he was being disturbed by the mosquitoes. And Lord Shiva was there also. As a sadhu, yes, he asked him. He found out that Sanatana Goswami is going. Chakleswar, yes, Chakleswar. Mandir. He says, no, you don't have to go. I'm going to make sure that there will be no mosquitoes. So, even to this day, this is Manasa Ganga. There is also a boat festival, Nokavihar, boat lila that happened there in Manasa Ganga, where Lord Krishna, as a boatman, he agreed to give the ride to the gopis and their yogurt and butter and all of their sweetmeats across. In those days, Manasa Ganga is quite huge. It says also that Govardhan Hill in the early days is about 25 kilometers in height. Higher than the Himalayas, taller than the Himalayas. Taller than the Salesforce building. So, in any case, Manasa Ganga is there, yes. From the Padma Purana, it says, Ganga is said to liberate souls just by their contact with her. Just imagine that. That's why it's good to have Ganga at home. How many of you have Ganga water at home? Usually they put tulsi, the person who is about to die or who just left, put some Ganga jal to the mouth, and also tulsi leaf. That will guarantee that the person will have a safe journey back to Godhead, back home, back to Godhead. Says here, Padma Purana says, even an accidental touch of her water can burn away lifetimes of sin. Lifetimes of sin. So we need to have faith also into this. Whatever the Shastra says, we don't have any idea or clue whether this is true or not. But we have to have that faith, that Shraddha. Everything that we do, even in the material world, we need to have some faith. Our Guru Maharaj used to give an example. When you buy something, it's money back guarantee. Sears, yeah, that is their slogan. Money back guaranteed. Or you buy something from Amazon, even after 1 year, you can still return for something. So similarly, whatever the Shastra says, the Guru says, the Sadhu says, they're all aligned, parallel with each other. They don't contradict. They don't cross. No. They go the same, like railway track. We have to have some faith so that in this way we'll be able to receive the full mercy from the Supreme Lord. This is the power of Ganga. Even when touched or remembered, remember again, I mentioned to you, even if you just remember, but unfortunately, it's a test for all of you. We don't remember Ganga during the whole day. But if you're a Brahmana, you will remember Ganga because you will chant Om Ganga Cha Yamuna Chaiva Godavari Narmada Sindhu Kaveri. Yes, all of those. If you chant, those who do early morning sadhana to purify your achaman, to purify your abhishek water for the Lord, then you remember Ganga. You get purified. The pujaris of the temple, this is what they do before they do abhishek. Yes. In the Skanda Purana, Ganga Mahatmya, it is stated that if one dies in Varanasi or has Ganga water sprinkled at the time of death, they attain moksha, liberation without a doubt. So how fortunate those souls if there are devotees surrounding that soul at the time of death. By chanting the holy name of the Lord, by offering garlands, maha garlands to that person who is about to die, by giving Ganga water, by putting tulsi leaf. Did you have any experience, any one of you, doing this to your loved ones? Raise your hand. You're very fortunate. And they are very fortunate because you became instrumental for their journey to go back home, back to Godhead. We cannot imagine their great fortune. I did that also to my mother. I sprinkled her with Abhishek coming from the Shalagram Shila. It says also anyone who worships Shalagram Shila, within 10-mile radius, if one dies, that person also go back home, back to Godhead. This is the power of Shalagram Shila. Because every day again, they are being bathed by holy water. We cannot imagine the magnitude, the power of Ganga. Ganga is personified as a beautiful goddess holding a water pot, riding a makara, crocodile. She is considered a consort also of Lord Narayan. and is often worshipped as Mother Ganga by devotees who offer flowers, lamps, and prayers at her banks. Oh, remember these pastimes also of Lord Balaram. Kalindi, that's another form of Ganga. Yamuna, he became intoxicated with Varuni beverage that he wanted to enjoy the waters of Yamuna. But Yamuna became afraid, so she would hold her water not to come towards Lord Balaram. And Lord Balaram, that's why Prabhupada says there are many tributaries in Vrindavan of Yamuna. Many, many. But Yamuna is also disappearing. It says 3 items that can give love of Krishna very quick in Vrindavan. Govardhan Hill, Yamuna, and Brajaraj. Govardhan Hill sinking 1 size of mustard seed every day. That's why in some places in Govardhan they're already flat. Right now the highest peak Govardhan is about no more than 80 feet tall. That was few years ago. Maybe now 75, who knows, maybe less. And Yamuna also is disappearing as Kali Yuga progresses. Kali Yuga, because Vrindavan will become unmanifest. It will be always there, but in the eyes of those who are contaminated, their hearts is full of material desires, sinful desires, then they will not see Yamuna and Govardhan. But eternally they are there. Vrindavan means Ganga, Yamuna and Govardhan, but Brajaraj is the only one that will remain. And always have also Yamuna or Ganga water and dust of Vrindavan. How many of you have dust of Vrindavan at home? Okay, that's good. Very good. I have one devotee, he gifted me dust of Vrindavan from the Astasaki villages. Now that's very difficult to collect. You have to go to all those places.
So we should not get the dust.
Huh?
You should not collect the dust.
No, you can collect dust. No problem.
Yeah, because the guy was saying that because you are getting the microbial and the bacteria and the living beings out of Vrindavan. So you are
But so you're making your home Vrindavan then?
probably if that is the case.
Yes, as long as you're alive. Why not? Sure. It's just a matter of the mood that one will have. The Brajavasis, when they live Vrindavan, they carry a handful of. Who is that king? He went to UK. He went to London and Jai Singh, yeah. And his boat is like carrying tons and tons of Ganga water.
Yeah.
Yes. So why not? It depends on the mood. At the utmost though, Govardhan Shiva is the same.
Same, Banaras also.
Yeah.
We were asked not to take the Ganga water because again, same concept of maybe like tiny charitable or.
It may be, yes,
They-
but at
we
the
are
same
taking out
time.
of the Banaras and not taking. So we don't really buy.
Yes. Power of purification, liberation from sin. Again, how many times we have to hear this? Bathing in Ganga, offering oblations, tarpana, or even remembering her glories burns away all sinful reactions. If one dies while touching or even seeing the Ganga, their soul is guaranteed freedom from rebirth. Ganga Jal water is used in all Vedic rituals, indicating its absolute sanctity. It is said that Tulsi and Ganga water together are the best offering to Lord Vishnu. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he performed his pastimes, water pastimes, 500 years ago in Ganga. That's why in Mayapur. And we're given a place in Mayapur near our temple, Sri Mayapur, Chandrodaya Mandir. A gut, Prabhupada gut, devotees will go there for their yearly pilgrims in Mayapur, and they take bath there. And the government gave us very big sum of Lakshmi to develop that gut, hopefully. And if you go there also now in Mayapur, the road is so wide, and stones, you cannot break it, cannot be broken so easily. So they're trying to develop, and hopefully when the TOVP is already been built, then there'll be a passage through Ganga from Kolkata to Shridham Mayapur. They did a test run of this a few years ago. It's still possible. We can do that in the future. That also, in order to reach Shridham Mayapur, then there'll be an international airport. So you don't have to go to Dum Dum Airport. Devotees of Lord Chaitanya consider bathing in Ganga and chanting the holy names at her banks to be supremely auspicious. Remember that pastimes also of Kashmiri, Keshav Kashmiri, where he is like in the speed of wind, he composed glorifying Ganga, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was asked, so what do you think? Well, you did good, because he's a scholar. He's a Digvijay. Digvijay means he will go always into debate, and if the other person loses, then there'll be a declaration, I lost a certificate. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he pointed out some defects. Says he can't believe it. And he became a devotee of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, glorifying Ganga. Even Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bathed daily in Ganga, and with his associates, he chanted the holy names with tears of love, sanctifying the earth with his footprints. Chaitanya Bhagavat. Yeah, every day after school, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, along with his classmates, they will go. Before reaching home, they will go sideways and take bath in Ganga. But he was so mischievous, he was so naughty, that he will pull the legs of the brahmanas who are chanting their Gayatri mantras. Because when you take bath, usually the brahmanas, they will submerge themselves while chanting the Gayatri mantras. He will spit on them. He will also steal the offerings of the young girls to Ganga, and he would say, yeah, I bless you to have ugly husbands. He would say this. So he was so mischievous. And then others, they will go to see his father, Jagannath Mishra. They will complain, hey, your son is in Ganga. He's doing all of this nonsense, mischief, and we're being disturbed. Why don't you go and fetch him up, treat him, give him a lesson? So, and as soon as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard, young Nimai heard that his father is coming, immediately he will get out of Ganga and he will put on his school uniform and put dust all over his body, and then as if he did not go to Ganga. And then his father will meet him. Yes, how come they're complaining about you? You look like you just came from school. This is the pastimes of the Lord. Ganga as divine mercy. Ganga represents the flow of mercy from the spiritual world into the material world. This is the expression. It shows Krishna's desire to liberate all the conditioned souls. Just imagine. We mentioned this many times. Krishna is more eager than us for us to go back home, back to Godhead, than we do. And he's sending all of his special emissaries. He will send ambassadors, and even in the form of Ganga. Who can be more merciful than Ganga? Going to the hellish planets to liberate all the souls. Yes, she is available to all. High born or low, pure or impure. Anyone who turns to her with sincerity became elevated, uplifted. Okay, practical ways to glorify and honor Ganga. Chant her names. You chant with me. Ganga Devi,
Ganga Devi,
Bhagirati,
Bhagirati,
Tripata,
Tripata,
Vishnupadi,
Vishnupadi,
Janavi.
Janavi.
Offer water and prayers at home or at temples. Yeah, when you go to Mayapur, they're selling this Ganga Jal. Yeah, Sahasra Tirtha Jal also. Sahasra means what? Thousands. 1,000 holy rivers, body of waters in one container. Daily sip or sprinkle Ganga water with mantras. Oh yes, the sister of Srila Prabhupada. She will always have Ganga water with her. She will always sprinkle the devotees. Pisima. In Vrindavan also some devotees are doing that. This is Yamuna, or this is Radhakund. So sometimes in the morning, early in the morning, we will have devotees doing this. Remember her during japa or meditation. Ganga or Yamuna. Avoid polluting her. This is very important. Not just we dump our sins, but we also put rubbish materials. So, very, very important. Okay, this is a prayer excerpt from Ganga Stotram of Sankaracharya. Please repeat after me. Namami Gange,
Namami Gange,
Tava Pada Pankajam,
Tava Pada Pankajam,
Sura Suray Archita,
Sura Sura Archita,
Dibhya Murtim,
Divya Murtim,
Bhuktim Cha Muktim Cha,
Muktim Cha Muktim Cha,
Dadasi Nityam,
Dasi Nityam,
Babha Nirjaharanam,
Bhava Nirjaharanam,
Anagham Tvam Ashre.
Anagantam Ashre.
I bow to your lotus feet, O Ganga. Your divine form is worshipped by gods and demons alike. You bestow both material enjoyment and liberation. O sinless one, I take shelter of you, the destroyer of material existence. So, in conclusion, Mother Ganga flows eternally. It is not just a river. It is mercy coming from the Supreme Lord, embodiment of the Supreme Lord's grace, divine grace. She carries the dust of the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, purifies the universe, and offers us a direct connection to the Lord. So when we touch Ganga, or we think of Ganga, immediately it connects us to Krishna. Same with chanting of the holy name of the Lord. Whenever we chant the holy name of the Lord, think of His pastimes, His qualities, His transcendental form, immediately we're connected to Krishna. Associating with her is associating with Bhakti itself. And serving her in any form ensures the highest spiritual benefit. This is Ganga. There's so many more we can talk about. The glories of Ganga is unlimited. Even Ananta shares, even right now, he is still continuously glorifying Ganga Devi. But within a short period of time, we're able to attempt to hear a little bit of glorification of Ganga. We're very fortunate today, I may say. Ganga Devi Ki
Jai.
Any questions or comment? Yes.
Just remembering that Srila Prabhupada also came to America through Ganga. He kicked off his journey from Ganga.
Yeah, from Kolkata.
And also the Shastras, all the Prabhupada's books came through also Ganga.
Mm-hmm.
To Tibet. We have a lot to be grateful to Mother Ganga.
Yes. We're very fortunate. Somehow we're connected to Ganga through Srila Prabhupada. Yes. Mm-hmm. Any other points or comments from devotees here? I've heard devotees in Fremont, they're very good in asking questions.
Don't be shy.
Anything else? Mm-hmm.
Is Ganga river other than India also in other places?
Excuse me?
The Ganga river is also some other countries or only in India?
Not just in India only. Not just in any other countries, but all over the universe. At least there is one place in planet Earth that Ganga flows. That's why India is a land of Dharma. Yes. Sometimes she disappears also from our sight, but she's always there because she is spiritual. Yeah, she's not mundane crick from San Francisco. No. She's very special. So that's why even Nanda Maharaj, they have to go to Haridwar to see Ganga. But then Ganga and Yamuna, no difference. Yeah.
So how does because sometimes people ask question in terms of conceptually as well as physically, Ganga flows from heavenly planet to earth.
Yes.
But in the Gangotri, if you go to Gangotri, you see it's coming in the mountain itself. So we don't see where the flow is.
No.
And how does it go to the
That's the whole thing. It's subtle. It's very subtle. She has that choice to appear and disappear, manifest or unmanifest. That is her choice. But at least she manifests herself. Some devotees that went to Gangotri, but someone told me first came from Gomukh, then appears in Gangotri. That's the first appearance, the place.
Yeah, my cousin brother also went for the hiking, Mount Everest.
Trekking, yes.
Trekking that one. So yeah, he got the water from the Gomukh, the purest. From there, just little bit is there. So and then they saw it. So just curious. Oh, people,
Where did it
when
come
you're
from?
talking to someone, oh, these are stories. Where is Lord Shiva is sitting and there is no face by falling down the
Kailash,
Ganges.
the Kailash mountain. No one goes on top of Kailash mountain. It's a very mystical mountain, the mountain of Lord Shiva. Yes. Sometimes, devotees or you cannot get a permission to go there. You can get permission to go on top of the Himalayas, the summit, but not Kailash. Something mystical happens. Your technology doesn't work there. It's like the Bermuda Triangle. They disappear.
Yeah.
The same with Kailash mountain. Yes.
Maharaj, there is a description that the yogis would go into Ganga and then go.
Yes. I was gonna say that. This is how they travel. They submerge themselves from the Himalayas, from where the Ganga flows, and when they come out, they're in the Kumbh Mela. This is their way of traveling. And some of them, Prabhupada says, they're like 700 years old, 800 years old in Kumbh Mela. Yeah, I went a few times and I saw many of them. They look very effulgent. They look very old. How do you know a person who is old? How do you know? Wrinkles. That's why they, have face upliftment. or cream, anti-aging cream. We were looking at that, anti-aging cream or serum. Become the chicks will become big again. But these sadhus, the wrinkles and it's like the whole face is wrinkled, like waves in the waves. But it's so bright, it's so effulgent. It's amazing how they are. Very powerful, and they look very strong. They may be skinny, but they are strong because of austerities. They're so bright. So these are the sadhus coming from the Himalayas. Yes.
Maharaj, you mentioned is there I'm confused on Tirth and Dham. Are they two?
Tirtha, so Dham means abode of the Lord where He performed His pastimes. Like He took birth, like Vrindavan Dham, Mayapur Dham, Jagannath Puri Dham, Dwarka Dham, Kurukshetra Dham, because the Lord performed His pastimes there. That is Dham, abode, a place where the Supreme Lord resides. Now Tirtha, automatically the Dham is a Tirtha. A Tirtha is a holy place where Ganga flows. Wherever Ganga flows, that is a Tirtha. Wherever there is a congregation of sadhu, that is a Tirtha. Like here, we're having sadhu sangha, this is a Tirtha. It became a holy place because we're discussion of Krishna and His pure devotees. Yes. So wherever the pure devotee goes, that also becomes a Tirtha. Wherever Srila Prabhupada went and resided, even for a couple of days or even one day, that becomes a Tirtha. He's a walking Tirtha. A sadhu is a walking Tirtha. Yes? So that is the difference. But the Tirtha, not necessarily also is a Dham. It's like, Brahmana and Vaishnava. Vaishnava is automatically a Brahmana. But a Brahmana, not necessarily a Vaishnava. So this is the difference. Yes.
Thank you, Maharaj, for sharing glories of Ganga Mata.
Mm-hmm.
So, one question, we are not completely pure right now. So, when we take bath in Mother Ganga, so what should the consciousness be? As in, are we, because we are also in some way, giving sin only. It is not that we are completely pure.
Mm-hmm.
So, what should our consciousness and mood be?
every situation, our mood should be always of humility, respectful. So when we take bath in holy rivers, uh, we should pray that we may become purified and not to pollute ourselves again. We should not be like an elephant after taking bath, going out of the water, then pour sand all over our body again. Yes. Very important. Anything else from the back? Any question? Yes, Mataji.
Maharaj, you told about the shaligram like in 10 feet radius. Can you
10 miles.
radius, like can you tell more in detail about that?
Well, that means everyone where the Shalagram Shila is being worshipped, within that 10-mile radius, they also get purified. But at the same time, it's like saying that anyone who sees the Lord on the day of his Ratha Yatra, Lord Jagannath's Ratha Yatra, they also go back home, back to Godhead. But not immediately. One has to follow all the same process again. One has to be initiated. One has to chant the holy name of the Lord. One has to offer his food to Krishna. However, there is one place where if you die, guarantees you go back to Godhead. If you're sinful, you'll take one more birth as an animal. This is Vrindavan. Yes. Anyone who takes birth in Vrindavan is auspicious. Anyone who go there and decided to reside there is very auspicious, but most auspicious is leaving one's body in Vrindavan. It says one goes back to Godhead, but may not necessarily immediately. Still needs to be more purified. It's very difficult to understand this statement, but this is the message coming from the scriptures. It doesn't mean that, oh, my neighbor is having Salagram Sila, okay, I can do anything and everything in life. I can enjoy the material energy, no problem. I just have faith, oh, when I die, I'll be here.
And anyway, I think enough radius.
Yes, but we still have to follow. It's like Kumbh Mela, you take bath on the exact day where the Amritam will be falling from the sky. It's not that you took bath at that time, then going home back to usual. No, one has to follow the process. It's like it opens up. Haridwar. It opens up the gate towards Lord Hari. That's the meaning of that. Yeah?
Maharaj,
Yes.
is it necessary to chant Ganga Naam every day if you are chanting already the Hari Naam?
Yeah, well, if you want more mercy. Ganga, chanting Ganga, what is the offense? Chanting the holy name, you commit offense. Better chant Ganga than purified immediately. In chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, we have to chant purely. So there's nothing wrong if we chant Ganga every day. I hope we can all remember Ganga, especially tomorrow. Tomorrow is Ganga Puja. Yeah?
Yeah, tomorrow Nirjal.
And then the other day, the next day is Nirjal. Oh, that we need Ganga at that time.
Don't say Ganga, you feel more thirsty.
Yeah, you need Ganga the most that time. If you're doing Nirjal. do Ganga Puja every day in Rishikesh, 1 in the morning, at dawn and at dusk. Yeah, in Vrindavan also they do at dusk. Big, such, I don't know how many lamps are there. It's like, they're so expert, they're so heavy.
And in Prabhupada Ghat also there is a Ganga Puja every evening.
Where?
Prabhupada Ghat.
Prabhupada Ghat, yeah. Wherever there is Ganga flowing. Yes. Any other points? Yes, I saw a raise of hands. Yes, Mataji.
Maharaj, what is the eligibility to worship Shaligram?
Eligibility?
Yes. Who is eligible to worship Shaligram?
Well, you have to ask your guru. Guru will make you eligible. We don't have any eligibility. We don't have any qualification. But if we have a desire, the desire may be there, but then that is for life. The seva is not just, oh, I don't want any more. No. It has to be life commitment, and we need the blessings of the spiritual master. Or if the spiritual master is not there anymore, then we can ask our elder god brother to give us permission. It's like going to Vrindavan, we need permission. We don't go to Vrindavan by buying a ticket, Air India ticket. You need permission from Guru or those who are senior devotees. Then we can enter Vrindavan. We cannot enter Vrindavan without permission of Lord Shiva also. He is the guardian. Digpal is the guardian. He's a chokidar. Security guard. We need the mercy also of Shrimati Radharani. Yeah, she's the queen of Vrindavan. So, yes, we don't have any qualification. The spiritual master qualifies us. Let me see here. Any other points? It says, ask whether volume can be increased. What do you mean?
Yes, Maharaj.
How
in
can
the
I
beginning.
increase this?
No, Maharaj, I increased it.
Oh, you're the one who knows how to increase it.
Yeah, I increased it after all because it was not possible to increase from the.
That's by Ganga's mercy you increase the volume.
Haribo. Jai Ganga Mata.
Jai Ho. Anything else?
No questions.
No
online.
more question. Go.
Okay.
Oh yes, go Ranga. Okay, one last one.
Haribo.
I was asking, I have one question that devotees, they take bath from Ganga, right?
Speak up louder, honey.
Because,
Speak, project your voice.
the devotees, they take bath in Ganga, they drop all their sins. So, why?
The devotee who take bath in Ganga, they dumped, not drop. They dump. Dropping is different than dump. Dump is like, hey, this is garbage. Drop means by mistake you dropped it. Okay?
So, why do them
Why do?
why do devotees then use that Ganga water to give it abhishek to Lord Shri Krishna?
Because it became purified by the devotees. That's why it remains pure. Because of the devotees, they absorb the sin. They can do that. Like the sun, they can absorb the most filthiest place and never gets affected. Even the stool becomes pure in the sun. So when you go and you're pure to Ganga, take bath, you take with you and you not get affected. That remains pure all the time. Okay? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Ganga Mata Ke?
Jai.
Jai. Hari Om Tat Sat. We gotta leave now.
They will sing the Narsinga prayer. Then
Okay.
The,
What
Devi
is-
Kumari, what is
Hare Krishna.
Devi? बच्चे लोग आएंगे, they will sing Narsinga prayer.
Yeah.
They sing and then we can.
I'll end it up here now, also, my broadcast. And then you sing the Nisingha prayers. Who is that?
They ended the broadcast?
You already did.
You already did it.
They did. I left.
Oh, you left.
I left. It's okay. I sing the prayers.
It's fine.